Hoot hoot everybody, hoot hoot! I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, the noble owl of Globie Generation 2 Equinox, and welcome back to my DN Drawing Art Challenge. Hoot hoot Plumies, how are you? Can you hear me okay? How's the music? Everything? Sound check? Hoot hoot! Hoot hoot noble owl. Hoot hoot. Let's see, hello Lunette, hello Mariah, hello Nico, hello Jennifer, hello Momo. Hello, Miri. Hello, Ciel. Hello, hello, names. Hello, Ayuki. Gonna lurk most of the time, so enjoy. Well, that's all right. Thank you so much for the lurk. I really appreciate it. That's supportive enough as well. Loud and clear, excellent. Hoots checked, excellent. Nice, nice, ooh, nice, nice, ooh. Have a nice lurk, thank you very much. Have a cozy lurk. Yeah, so welcome everybody. Today we're gonna finish up. the dwarf. And it just got me thinking, because I did get the question last time. What are you gonna call him? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just gonna. Does he need a name? Do we need names? Hello, Nai. Because again, like Names is saying in chat, why do we need names? No, so it got me thinking actually about naming conventions and how I'm always stuck on the character creator screen. Is it just me? Probably not. I feel like I've clocked a lot of Plumies before, and yeah, I think some might relate to that one. As if creating a character isn't tricky enough, right? Then the name is just staring you in the face. I set up a mini name crisis. Name crisis, yeah. I know, Cielo, you did ask. But no, it's more so like I find names can be very easy or they can be really tricky depending on the mood or the brain cell, everything, right? How much do you care about the character and stuff like that, right? And you would think that I care a lot about characters, which I do. Sometimes they do end up being a little bit throwaway just for the funsies, just kind of get into and play a game or something like that. So sometimes I don't care. Sometimes I get really stuck in the game and I completely regret the fact that I named them something. I don't struggle much for names. Sometimes some of my characters have a very normal name for a fantasy world. Yeah. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I had a fun time doing some silly naming stuff. Hello, Laurie. Welcome. The challenge is posted. It is, of course, and I should link it. I'm so sorry. Thank you for reminding me names. It is in my shorts, but you know what? I'm gonna set up a little thing here, so in case I forget later. Just give me one moment, and I'll set it up so we don't. Our challenge. It is. There we go. For mods and up. Chat message. Join my art challenge. Get your art featured on the live on stream August 31st. And then we do another chat message with the actual link, and we all good. We all Gucci. We're good to go. You're now on 4 of my devices. Hoot hoot! They better be synced. Usually they're not. Hi. Not annoying, not annoying at all. Anyway, let's see. Don't enable my trolling. They are. Oh my gosh, good job. Come on. Stop. Why is it not working? There you go. Thank you. Sorry. I'm stumbling. But I feel like I should just do this and we get it done, you know? Save. Okay, good. I will also add it to the pinned. Join my challenge. Click. And pin. Hello Lapis, welcome. I'm gonna make sure that it actually is the challenge. Yes, it is very much good. Okay, nice. There you go. That is a challenge this month. I would say this month, but I have made the challenge without any kind of specific end date, because I would love it if people found the challenge later on and still wanted to do it, because I do mean for these challenges to be something you can do whenever you feel like it. And of course, if it's a popular one, I'll go back and feature more of the stuff from it. But I always like to think about new ones and some stuff to do. So I will be hosting a feature stream at the end of this month for this current art challenge. So August 31st, get your character or characters in before then, and we'll do a joint little like celebration and feature. It is not a contest, it is not a competition, it's not a comparison. I just would like to see what you would think of, because that's always fun to see how everyone's creative muscles work. Hello Multiverse Enjoy, hello Moonshiro, anyone else that I missed? Hoot now or hoot later? I'll see you then. Hello Jennifer. So, just the hashtag D&D drawing? No, it's a hashtag DN drawing. It's right there on the screen. It's important that you get the hashtag right. If you do D&D drawing, your art is gonna go amongst other D&D art pieces, and I will not find it. I have a question about something about the challenge options. Really? Alright. Let's hear it. I wanna cover some stuff before I get into some more of the art stuff too, so go on ahead. In other news, I did post first there was a little cryptic tweet. DN drawing, thank you, yes. Thank you, Mary. I looked up Dark Elf and it shows something about drows. Are they the same? Technically no, but for the sake of the challenge, yes. Dark Elves are predecessors of drows, but they are for general practical reasons, mostly lore, not lore reasons, they're the same. I decided to call them Dark Elves so that people that aren't familiar with the concept and the names to kind of realize and understand what they are. So yeah, drows are essentially the actual name for a dark elf, but story-wise, they are predecessors of drows. So yeah, don't worry, I've done my research a little bit. Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, I just didn't want to call it a drow because that might also confuse people. So thank you for asking. Good question. And hello, Liz. Welcome. All right, so I was saying I posted a little cryptic tweet today, mainly to psych myself up, because I was thinking today's the day. Today is the day I'm gonna reach that first goal. And I'm of course talking about what was covered in the Drawn Together. I did mention it on Drawn Together with Diconologist, that the whole sedentary lifestyle that the content creation that I do has essentially promoted. It was getting a little old, but I've not really found the time to go to a gym again. So in order to combat that and still, like, first of all, like, get back into getting a routine, like a workout routine, I took on a 100 push-up challenge on an app, one of the many apps with generic icons. Some of you already know this. This might be a surprise for some others, I don't know. But this was about 2 months ago. It started me pretty light. I had realized I was a bit like worried that, oh my gosh, I can barely do double digits and push-ups when I started, when I used to do way more, you know? So give it 2 months. It started me, I can't remember what it started me at. Let's like 40 something, 45 I think. It's very like all 5 sets, because you do 5 sets, you do 5 repetitions. No, 5 sets, and then the repetitions vary. So yeah, started me pretty light, and as I've talked about before, when it comes to working out, I do not enjoy the pain of it. I do not believe it is a kind of a receipt to doing a good job. It is just pain, and it's annoying. It gets in the way. It's uncomfortable. So last time I got in shape before my debut and everything like that, it was I was doing pretty good, but yeah, then content creation, and it kind of went out of the rhythm and everything. So yeah, so I've been doing that recently. Like 2 months ago, I kind of wanted to get something going. I've gone for walks, sure, but I wanted to get some strength training back into the whole thing. Hopefully I can get back to a like a, what's it called? Again, bodyweight resistance, but it's you use bands against like you know, mounted on stuff. Not elastic, but actual, you know, the bands. Workout with bands. Let me see what it's called. Belts, I guess. No, with belts. Anyway. No, I can't find it now. I'll look it up for later. But yeah, before getting into that, I needed to first of all be able to stick to a routine. So I figured I would do the 100 push-ups challenge. And today I managed the first set of 100 push-ups. I wanted to, I was feeling it, I was very pumped, but also kind of an added level of having to stick to that, you know. It's just tweeting about it in a way. 100 push-ups is crazy, right? I knew that I'd done it before, so I knew it was possible. I knew I had it in me and everything like that. But this time it went a lot like smoother, like no pain, no pushing myself unnecessarily and everything like that. Just kind of following the routine. They tell you to rest a day in between and stuff like that. Yeah. But 100 push-ups, cool. Got it. So of course now we're gonna work on 200. No, but at least it's nice to do have 100 at the very least. You know, I'm gonna stay on 100 until it feels like I'm doing it easy enough, and then I'll keep moving. But thank you very much. Posting about it, and I tweeted something like, "Plumies, lend me your strength," or such. You know, I felt your lift. I felt the lift of the plumies on my back, with your little talons just kind of flapping your wings. And you know what? Next time I'm gonna do it on my own. But the first one, thank you so much for your support and your lift. So yeah, it feels great. It feels awesome. Actually, I've managed to do that. So yeah, thank you guys. And for another thing that I posted on a tweet before going live today, so I wanted to share a little bit of sudden Vil lore. I did a 200 sit-up challenge once, but I could never do the push-up. Sit-ups was like the core muscle pain is probably the worst that I know. But I do want to work on my core more. So this is a good start with the push-ups, I feel. It's nice to be getting some of the strength back. And I'll just keep on doing, you know, kind of lighter workouts for now. 200 sit-ups is crazy though. That's some core strength right there. So yeah. I guess so. Yeah. Again, should we say that one more time? Three for the VOD. So yeah. Let's talk about the sudden little prompted Rangerville lore, shall we? Let me make sure that I have my Dwarven Ranger at the ready as well. If you guys haven't heard, on Vexpo, which is like V-Expo, the a big VTuber convention in the UK. Our theme is gonna be Isekai. We have our fantasy RPG classes. The whole concept initially that we were gonna be Isekai'd, but now you know we're all kind of we have our classes predetermined. I will show you guys the thing. Let me just find the drawing. There you go. Globie Chronicles, exactly. And I designed the outfit. I requested them to honor it as best as they could, and they did. I feel I am a ranger. There we go. So this is not my art. This is the actual finished merch piece that matches all of the others as well. Super cool. Of course, if I'm going on an Isekai adventure, you Plumies are coming with me too. So we have a falcon, kind of birder of prayer, I would say almost, because owls already are birds of prey. But yeah, falcon plumie essentially. I call it plume just to kind of make it a bit of a distinction, because you know, if plumies are cute little minis, this one is plume.
I need mom's golden rain. I am thirsty for love.
That's a bit thank you so much, but that is a bit much. All right, let me make a note of that one. Let's see. And we're back, in case you saw this cut. Hello Kuni, welcome. And Inaki, welcome. So yeah, we got Rangerville. This is going to be a standee sold at Vexpo, and as far as I've heard, they will also be available on the Globie store afterwards. We just imagine a swarm traveling with you. That would be epic, right? Like, that'd be awesome. But at least I have Plume with me, you know, representing all of you, just like Plumie. Hoot hoot. Represent you here as well. Sorry, Plumie, you're not fitting in picture. There we go. So yeah, the piece of lore, right? The piece of lore. I was asked, and you'll find, like, you might find out later. I don't want to say in which context I was asked, but I was asked what Vil's bow is called. So the brain cell just went, and now I have a name and a reason. The bow has a name. It does indeed have a name. I am naming it, and you guys get to know first. I'm gonna make a tweet later, but you guys get to know first. I'm naming it. Yeah, Vil stopped working. It's more like the loading circle in the middle, you know, the loading circle, and then just like, oh, I got it. All right. The bow is called Vogelsang, which to Dutchies might know exactly what it is, but to people that don't speak Dutch, it just sounds edgy and cool, like some foreign name. So I feel like that works too. So it is called, you spell it like this, Vogelsang. Oh, it doesn't fit. Okay, so no, write it there. Vogelsang, or you pronounce it O and then like put some phlegm in there. F-O, phlegm, E-L, Vogel, sang, like that. Vogelsang. It means bird song, right? So Vil's bow, Ranger Vil's bow, is made from a sturdy branch of a great oak, where he would sit and listen to birds singing. So he picked that tree, sturdy branch, of his favorite great oak to make his bow. And he calls it Birdsong because of his connection to it. Now it so happens that whenever it tenses and an arrow flies, the string makes a bird chirp of a sound, making the name even more fitting. So whenever he shoots it, you just hear stretch, 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 chirp, chirp. I think that is a pretty fun connection to the name as well. You thought on this on so many levels. Look, vil.exe stops working for a bit, but then it just comes back with multi-layer things. So yeah, that's the name of the bow. I am archer. I'm an archer. I'm a ranger, so I'm good tracking. I'm good at tracking, traps, wilderness survival. Generally a friend of nature and birds. Hello Bianca. Hello Tamarinara. And yeah, now the bow has a name as well. You have my streams and my bow. There you go. Okay. Now that's out of the way. I'm glad you like it. I got asked and I was like, oh, needs a name. Needs a name. I really like designing it all. I did design the outfit and the bow, the weapon, and plume and all the things. I'm really happy that it got like included, like I requested it. So okay, let's get back to the challenge, shall we? Oh yeah, thank you, Kuni. I did mention it. I did mention that. Thank you very much. Yeah, the first tweets were a bit vague because it was mostly my own like my own needing to psych myself up and be held like responsible. Thank you very much. It feels great. I don't know what the next goal would be. Like, do them like, obviously I want to improve enough to do them with less resting between. It's a couple of minutes. It's been like so less and less rest would be great to be able to do more. But yeah, let's put on some drawing music. And let's get this dwarf a little bit rendered, shall we? How is the volume on the music there? So, for those that don't know, my Dungeons and Drawings challenge is a pause challenge. You go to the video and then you pause the video to generate a character, rolling a character, so to say. So the first one I did completely like I did on stream and rolled a Dwarf Ranger, true neutral, likes to read. Music's a little loud. It looks a little loud. I don't want it to be difficult to hear me, so let's just do this. That should be a little bit better, I think. How is that? Is that better? Just needs to be in the background a little bit. Okay. For the other characters to roll that I'm gonna roll, I think I'm gonna be rolling a new one on Saturday, because I'm confident enough to think that we're gonna put enough color on this and render it enough to look decent, right? But I might, because it's my challenge, I might pick out some of the things I'm really excited to draw from the challenge, just to kind of try the stuff. Because when I was thinking of including the first like dragonborn characters or catfolk or stuff like that, or the extras, I had some funny little things in mind, so I might just pick a couple of things specifically, and then I randomize the other things so that I'll see what I get, you know? Because I do want to draw catfolk, but I also kind of want to draw some other fun combinations too, so we'll see. Let me have a quick little edit on my vertical speed, horizontal speed. I'll try 35 because it's not really scrolling that fast. There you go. Okay, I did a blind one. I'll cheat. It's my challenge. I am the challenge master, so it's all good. Right though. Okay. So we did this. I drew this last stream as well. It went pretty good. I'm surprised myself that this style of mine still they're inside of my head somewhere. It looks really fun. Got a little things to render out, but yeah. Is there a limit to how many we can draw? No, knock yourself out. But I did say that if you're drawing pinfold or a lot of characters, then either I pick my favorites, but actually I think it would be more the case that your art, if we get a lot of entries, I might have to rush through it a little bit more, you know? But I do want to feature all the art. Like, if you're taking time to draw characters for this challenge, knock yourself out, malicious laugher. No, just go ahead, draw characters. But we'll see on the feature stream. I might, if you draw a lot of characters, I might group them together, and you might get a bit less time depending on how many enter, right? So I would say, you know, pick your favorites, because this is a challenge for everyone to do for yourself. Of course, I don't want to be limiting how many you are allowed to draw. Of course, you can draw as many as you want, but ultimately, I have my own time limits and stuff like that for the feature stream, so we'll see how that pans out. I hope you understand I wouldn't want someone that is drawing a lot of characters to essentially mean that someone that took the time and only could draw one character to not get featured. So yeah, I'm really curious to see all of your characters regardless though, so right now we're gonna put some colors on this. I think I'm gonna just borrow the same color scheme as my own ranger outfit, and I'll just say my ranger Sona, right? And put some of that on here. Let me have a quick look. We got some greens, we got some leather, some brown leather, some lighter, okay, we got some beige off-white pants, which actually doesn't make a lot of sense if you're gonna blend into nature, but hey, you know. Rule of cool, yeah. Draw a second one, of course you should, Lapis. I think if you're having fun with this, then the challenge succeeded, you know. The fact that I just wanna give people some ideas and inspiration and try to be like very low pressure about it. I do believe we had a lot of people that are looking to join from the sound of how excited everyone was about it, and I'm really happy that you find this a fun one. We had some ideas to draw like a full, like roll a full party or something like that of characters. That sounds really fun. I'm looking forward to seeing what you draw as well. Also, like Kuni asked me, I believe you asked me, right, Kuni, about is it okay to draw your own character as a self-insert and stuff? Yeah. Like, do what you will. I'm not gonna be gatekeeping any creativity for this. You got the edgiest roll. That sounds pretty good. It makes me kind of want to hear that they also got like likes flowers or something, because that's an extra you can get. That's the kind of gap I'm looking forward to drawing, so I'm gonna try to do something that is very like the contrast, you know? I love fantasy themes. Nice, ooh. Yeah, we've only briefly talked about fantasy stuff, and while I haven't really played any campaign in a long time, I think the whole role-playing aspect of it all. You guys know me. I like lore. Okay. Sorry. Maybe I not have told you this, so I'm sorry if this shocks you, but I do like the lore aspect of a character. I know. I'm sorry. I'm just suddenly just surprising you with this. So I'm really. I'm so silly. I should have maybe prepared you more. But yeah, so that part I really enjoy of the aspect of tabletop role-playing games and such. And so when they were saying that we're gonna do like a fantasy world theme, I was pretty happy. You love lore, guys. I know. It's I know it wasn't in your bingo card today to get like shocked like this, but please find it in you to forgive me and understand. I know you plumies are, you know, you have wide horizons, mental horizons. Surely it can fit in there somewhere that I, Vilhelm Vanderbos, like lore. Okay, I'm going on a bit too much about that one. Yeah. I'm gonna have a fun time trying out my like a cloud brush on this bush to see if I can get the nice nice little greens there. I'm gonna do very contrasty greens for starters, so we'll see. BGM is cool, thank you. This is Perry Toon still. I really like their music. I like my whimsy, you know, I like my whimsy. Do you guys know what whimsy or whimsical means? Full of joy, a lip for whimsy. Yeah, I mean, it is full of joy. Also implies the whole kind of fairy tale, you know, fairy tale and magical kind of thing. So yeah, I find that first of all, I really like action music from action RPGs, like adventure games, you know. I'm much more about the kind of power rock that you find in certain games than I am about what was it called? That I am about the epic orchestral things. I might still like a good orchestral piece, but I also really like the ones that have a nice, cute, memorable melody to it, you know? So if everything gets kind of lost in heavy choirs and a lot of instruments, it might sound impressive and impactful, but it doesn't stick, and I love a song that sticks to my head, right? And Perry Toon has that kind of touch to it where they have this kind of almost like older video game style or just generally Japanese video game style, which has you know, very cute and melodic. So yeah, nice little whimsy accordions or the what are they called, those little like wagons, like that you just crank a little bit on the side and you get the essentially organ and accordion kind of kind of sound. I really like that. Dun, dun. So yeah, naming conventions. Yeah, naming conventions. We're going to talk about naming conventions, and that means like what kind of patterns or what kind of things you use to name your characters in games or in anything that you have to pick a name. What do you find inspiration? Like, where do you find naming inspirations? I have both the made up names from general environmental things, of course, but I've also kind of done punny names, or I have done kind of recurring one. Try to pick a name that fits the world. Yeah, I like that one. Usually takes me a while to figure something out for that though. Like we were talking about the whole D&D campaigning thing, right? And when I made like, I had a character that ended up being quite not evil, but quite rough around the edges and kind of dark armor, like we picked up like a full plate with spikes and stuff. So I ended up being really edgy looking, which was really fun because I just called him Scythron the Sour. And Citron, if you guys don't know, that's kind of like citron is just lemon in Swedish. So it was like a very sour, and when you're a sour person, you're just kind of like grumpy, right? Kind of like, bah, I don't care. So yeah, Citron the Sour. That was a silly first character name. What was his favorite food? The despair of his enemies. I don't know. Yeah, it was citron. Citron is how you say it in Swedish, right? But it was like Scythron because they needed to sound even edgier, that was a funny one. Sounds like a character Crowham will play. Exactly. Like it needs to have the extra edgy to it, just for silliness. Like you just I need to add the extra silliness to it. Sometimes like I would give sometimes I would name characters. Let's put some of the other ones. Oh no, this is a bit more hectic. Let's go. Sometimes we would like I would name characters just because it's kind of funny to hear other people say the name, Like I'm not embarrassed of the name, but it's clearly it might embarrass other people to say it. So then I'm a little troll and have you like, okay, well, narrate it then. Or if it's a very strong character, it's fun to give him a cute name, Because I for one really like the scenes of like, well, I see you will have to face Tinklebell. And then, people's like, Tinklebell? Yeah, alright, sure. Bring it on, And then it's this huge dude, Or just like a huge character in general that just kind of like, raw. So yeah, I guess my naming conventions are rooted in a little bit of humor, a little bit of immersion, depending on, Depends on. Whenever I play a Souls-like, I always have these twins that I like to imagine are like alternate universe twins. When I beat Elden Ring, I haven't done it on stream. It's just beforehand and stuff. I usually always beat the Souls game twice, one with each character, and then I vary up if they're mages or just like melee, or if they're like swift or thieves and stuff like that. But they're always the same surname. I give them a full like first and last name, and they're called like Eleanor and Lars for masculine and feminine representing. So I have my go-to names for Souls games, but they don't always fit elsewhere, you know. That's just kind of their place. Some of my characters have a headcanon. Some of my friends have a headcanon that one of my characters has a lisp, and his name is Alexiel de Filio. He sounds stupid when he says his own name. Alexiel de Filio. Alexiel, I guess. That's so mean that they would just, well, either way, you don't get to pick your names if you do end up having a lisp and stuff. So that's really not, that's beyond it. That's beyond it all. Props to Alexiel for still sticking to his full name, or their full name. Props to that, because like sometimes you kind of try to avoid the pronunciation. But yeah, no, you gotta full name yourself if you're a villain. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you have a lisp or not. We know this now. We like, not we with some here at least. The alchemists maybe watched this movie with me, but you can be a villain, you can be a super villain. You guys know what the difference is, right? Presentation. Presentation. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You can still be intimidating. You just gotta believe and let people know why they should fear you. But yeah, no disrespect meant to anyone that has a lisp. We're just saying that I just reacted to the whole thing. He sounds stupid when saying when he says his own name. I don't know. I don't. No. I guess that's just your friend's way to mock the character a little bit. Must fly away for a bit of scavenging for sustenance. All right. Fly through names, and find your sustenance. Okay, we got some base colors in. That's pretty good. I'm gonna double check that I need to look for some parts that need to be filled in. So I'm just gonna do an outline in green. I don't know if this is gonna help, but outline in green. And we're gonna clean the outlines a bit. I already see where there's a little bit of green. It's it's really not covering enough. So I need to go in there and kind of cover, just like here as well. The stone, the rock here is not fully. It has a bit of low opacity thing. Something's going on here, right? So I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. I know that's not fully rendered yet, and there's still room for adding stuff, but I feel like this would like lessen any kind of impact. Some what's it called? Some artifacts could happen in the picture. So we'll just kind of do a quick little, you know, kind of a little bit around the edges here. And then I'm just going to copy the background colors and, or the color, the gray of the background. And just paint over anywhere that needs to get a little bit more solid color. Whenever you do a painterly style and you kind of just proceed with the sketch without doing a clean new lined layer, this is something that may happen. And I found this to be a good way to kind of clean a picture is by just kind of, if it's merged into one layer, you can just go on the on an outline and then make sure that the outline is quite clean, you know. So what we're saying here is that here we have this part needs a little bit more of the background color. I think this looks pretty good. This is fine. This is fine. The book cover says perfect balance. Right. It's with you see little building blocks here, and you see someone like doing a yoga pose. Because he's a true neutral and that's what he likes. He strives forward for a perfect balance in his life and likes to read, so of course they'll be reading about how to achieve perfect balance in your life, you know. Because I have no idea how to express the true neutrality of this dwarf otherwise, you know. I was told that I have a list, but I can't really tell. Maybe we'll find out soon. Well, I don't feel like any kind of like it gets in the way anyway. Maybe we'll find out soon. I have invited Kuni to be part of Drawn Together next week already. I'll say already. Please don't feel stressed. But yeah, next week. So it's gonna be a fun little week of some collabs. We got a language collab and we got a nice art collab. Yeah, hooray, I do agree. It's gonna be really fun. Oh yeah, and this one too. I'm just gonna get the colors done somewhat. I'm gonna put oh, I haven't recovered my gradient maps. No, I don't have my gradient maps. Dang it. I am lost in the woods without a gradient map. Yammer. We can just use that like a warmer one maybe. I don't know. No, not feeling any of these. I should. I've had so many problems with everything that is like the Clip Studio. You could download some. Yeah, I have downloaded a bunch of them, and then I installed them, and then Clip Studio did the thing where all the settings got reset, so I lost them again. I know I have them somewhere, but we can just use the Sunset Purple one. Like purple's always a nice little like support color for it. Very tiny bit as well. Doesn't do that big of a difference, but it's fine. Yeah, it's annoying because I need to install them and then back the program up so that in case I need to So if I need to recover, whenever I recover, everything is where it needs to be again, because it just saves me time to do that. But yeah, it's a whole friggin' thing. It's a whole 5-year campaign on its own. Hopefully, when I upgrade to Mirrors 11, that issue goes out the window. Out the windows. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous to do that because I kind of want a clean install. You know, I want a clean installation. So I may just get this magic mirror a new hard drive, and then have that be the clean install. And in case anything is missing and I kind of need to go back, I can swap back to my old setup. It's always a little nerve-wracking to do a complete revamp, you know. We check on Rangerville. We got some gold in there too. That's good. That was good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling pumped today. I'm feeling pumped. I'm motivated as heck. Feels good to have reached the goal, you know. I don't know if I want to. Let me just create a little backup point here. We put everything in a folder, and yeah, there we go. We save these as the originals, and then we move to this one. There we go. What can I say? I do feel like the skin is a little bit too pink. That's way too yellow. Kind of want him a slightly tan because he's in the wilderness after all. Have you ever looked at your art without the line art? Well, I think you need line art to be able to look at it without line art. I used to when I did do line art. I draw in one layer now, so this is all in one layer. So no, I'm trying to click away the line art. It's all there though. But I get what you mean though. When you see all the shades and colors and just kind of hovering about. One layer, yeah. Yeah, it's just one layer. It's just a very sketchy into painterly style. I use new layers when I do the coloring to it, but now I'm gonna merge everything. And there we go, one layer. Oh, the belt is still hovering. There we go, one layer. Da, 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 da. And now we add some stuff. One layer is hard, yes, it's very risky, very tricky, admittedly. But you know, you can't draw on the wrong layer if there's only one layer. I'm patting my head, I'm like, no, I can't do it. Now, honestly, this habit started partly from well, being inspired by people that do a painterly style that tends to kind of just work with grayscale and a lot of values, which is called, which how dark a tint or color is, right? But also partly from the fact that I used to have a magic mirror. That's a computer for those that don't know. That was kind of giving up on me, right? I'm sure a lot of people have related to having, you know, this kind of like laptop situation or stationary computer that's just overheating, having issues, and to prevent resources and program from crashing and stuff like that, I would just kind of merge everything, kind of work in merges. I would do new project files in case I needed to go back and restore something. But the more I did, the more I realized I didn't need to, because the choices I made were already they were made, you know, and if anything needed fixing, I could repaint over it. So that's kind of just basically how I work with mine as well. It's a little chaotic because I can just jump around all kinds of places. Partly there was an artist that was breaking down how they would do concept work, right? Concept art. And in order to keep their eyes fresh, because it's one thing to work on your own, in your own pace, and then kind of go, you know, go eat or something, have a little break, come back. Then you get some refreshed eyes, you know, your eyes are refreshed when you come back and can like maybe, oh man, this looks a bit weird, let's fix that, you know. You don't, if you don't strive to complete an art piece in one sitting, you have a chance to fix some stuff before, you know, mistakes, quote unquote, happen. So one of the concept artists was saying that they would kind of try to keep their eyes fresh by working on one part, especially with different textures. Like if you're doing a background and if you're doing like a city ruins or something, right? Like an overgrown kind of city ruins, or like skyscrapers or like falling over and stuff. They could be working on the skyscraper for a bit and then go over to the grass in the opposite corner or something, as a way to keep your kind of eyes fresh and working on different textures and stuff, and then go back to the other side again, and then so on, right? So it suited really well for streaming, and bit by bit it just kind of has become my go-to style, because if I'm doing like something more important and stuff, then yeah, I'm gonna have layers, I'm gonna have like restore points and everything like that. Why did I read that in David Attenborough's voice, Mary? Yeah, it actually I think you spelled it right. It might have been Atten with an E, but that's fair enough. This owl likes to live on the edge. With his one layer forgets to save lifestyle. Observe the owl. Noble in his presentation, a risk taker in his actions. All right, you know what? I'm feeling called out. I'm gonna save. There you go. Saved. I've heard of bird calling, all right? Not being called out in their own habitat. My gosh. Bird out calling. Yeah, there you go. Kaka, you never save. You never save. You're irresponsible. This eye looks a bit creepy, but we'll trust the process, trust the process. It's so funny how quickly I was able to kind of draw up this dwarf. Like, I had not been drawing anything else in my life but dwarves or this kind of like style. It all started with Daikon. Dang it, Daikon. So you just get, I drew a lovely face on Daikon. That just kind of happened. You blinked and you would miss it. It's kind of silly of a ranger to have glasses, but you know, sometimes you gotta need you need reading glasses. Your sight is perfect at a distance, but at near, it's not as good. But yes, we're drawing on one layer now. I'm just kind of putting some of the tones together. I'm not gonna fully render out the character. We're gonna do what I can the next coming hour. Let's put the time timer up so I can see how much of the hour is passing. And so yeah, I always feel like if we are going to you said you got a really edgy character, right? Well, the curse is that butterflies keep flocking to him. Or them, or her. No, I'm kidding. As someone who's had butterflies rest on his shoulders at times, I find that would be quite a nice little blessing. But you know, if you're trying to be edgy, maybe that's a curse. I love that actually. Curse with having bunny ears. Curse to hiccup every 5 words. I don't know how that would work, but I want to put bunny ears on my berserker now. Hey, now you're getting it. Now you're seeing the value of it. Well, that's a pretty evil curse. Yeah, I mean, we never said what span of evil it would be. Usually while you have a cursed item on you or something, and also if you're cursed, you might be on a quest to get rid of that curse because it's getting in the way of stuff, you know? That poor guy is always the one I draw in the most silliest ways. Well. He knew the risk of the job when he got drawn. I would really like to use a bit of like secondary or tertiary lighting here and there, but I think that'll have to wait a bit. It makes sense to put some blue when you're out in nature, you know. Makes sense to put a little bit of a rim lighting in blue to kind of match the skies. Though for this one, it probably make more sense to have this kind of like, you know, patterns of like lights coming through the treetops and stuff. But I'm essentially drawing them as minis. I don't even know if I'm gonna make that every character that I do are gonna be like you know, in a party or anything like that. I feel like that's I want to do my own spin to it. So for now we just do it as is, like this. Not a baddie though. He's a dwarves. They should have pretty bushy eyebrows, I think. Wow, my voice went southern for a moment. I'm not even from America. What kind of southern would that be? You guys, I had saved this last time. I almost lost the file. Because speaking of naming conventions, my structure, my folder structure was compromised. But I figured it out. I found it. I named it. It's all good. I even had named it after what I got, like Dwarf, you know, Dwarf Ranger, True Neutral. But yeah, if you're doing a character that's going to be a bit painterly, I feel like the priority should be on the face, if that is what is being, you know, kind of, if it's a character portrait. We kind of render out the details of the face first a little bit more. I think this is plenty. And then we just kind of go around. You just kind of add a little bit more here and there. Mark out the lips a little bit. There you go. Now we got a face. So my idea with this is that it's gonna kind of be like a mini, you know, like when you have like a little play piece. You can have this little island to stand on like this. And then we draw some more characters later. Still want to give him a cape. Yeah, that's fun. It's really tricky to paint minis properly, and I can't believe that once you get going on it, you kind of just want an excuse to. I know of people being all like, "Oh, do you need a mini? Do you need me to paint a mini or something?" Because it's like it's probably fun little like hobby to do, take time to. But then at some point, you don't need any minis anymore. I do feel like handmade ones are quite nice, as opposed to like I know getting minis and play pieces have been made very accessible now with 3D printing and everything, but There's something about, you know, getting a handmade one. That's pretty cool. The next one's probably gonna be a cat folk because I kind of want to. I'm gonna pick that race for myself, and then we're gonna generate the other things. And then I have a specific combination in mind, but not an alignment. So that's gonna be interesting too. I don't think the alignment necessarily will. No, actually, when I think about it, it will play a part. Like it will play a part if they're a saint or straight up like a little devil, you know. Currently pause on catfolk. I'm so excited to draw one. Clay figures, from what I've heard from some people that I know that have gotten into it, it's more so the learn. It's tricky, I think, but you can get into it pretty fast because clay is quite forgiving unless you have like a quick drying one, you know. You get the tools in and you can just gotta practice getting the results. But I've seen people learn that quite fast. You start off, it looks a bit wonky, obviously, but then like already, like a short time after, they're already kind of using these kind of tools to roll and smoothen things out a lot easier and faster. I do know the material is important. Like you cannot just pick any kind of cheap clay material and hope that you're gonna get results. Even for starters, because some hobbies are like you can just start with the cheap ones, you know. But doing the research and learning and picking the right material from the get-go is gonna like have you, you know, kind of teach you the right steps faster. When am I a catfolk? Nice. Though I have no idea how to draw them. That is the challenge. Me neither. I did the icon, but I'm just kind of like, I wonder how I would do that. Part of me is tempted to do it anime style, but catfolks are catfolk. I mean, sure, I'm not gonna be like, no, you can absolutely not draw like an anime character with cat ears. That's cheating. No. You go ahead. You use what you can with that. But I want to honor it. I want to draw a cute cat. You know, like a cat person. I'm just really excited for the challenge. I'm seeing a lot of really fun and pretty animal characters on Twitter, so I've been wanting to try. Yeah, that's cool. Nice. Now there's a lot we can do with this character. We can like focus a lot on every detail possible and make it very impressive. Do the lighting on this like an actual mini as well would make it very impressive. But I don't feel like I need to or want to. I want to bring the character to life in a believable way, which I think we already kind of have. You kind of see the guys. There's a dwarf. There's a dwarf. The book is huge. The little, yeah, you know, the bow is huge. It's big and everything. So I just wanna give him some details in here and then kind of move on to the next one. Because you could go in and zoom in a lot and really render everything out. Save please, thank you. It's the body proportion, yeah. Just like the little representation, like for a dwarf, for a halfling, you have a small, very, very small built one. But halflings are almost, I'm saying almost, proportionally resized, and I left the ears big, and probably feet too if you're gonna go by hobbits. But generally the rest of the body are kind of 1-to-1 in proportion, you know, kind of to a human. But dwarves are different because their heads are pretty big on top of a kind of compact body, you know. Usually I say compact because they're short, but they're not little, you know, they're not little. You can they're known for their craftiness and very like handiwork and strength, and you know, so it's kind of that's one of the part that I feel would sell it, right? I have no idea what that means. Please don't try to change the topic. I appreciate it, thank you. So yeah, you have to kind of consider what sells the character, right? Sometimes the choices in anatomy and stuff like that might not be very flattering, but they might just straight up sell the character, you know, what they are. Because I feel like for something like this, when you are representing a character, if you have to describe what kind of a character it is, because they look a certain way, or like they just kind of, if you kind of have to describe that they are a certain thing, then that's a good opportunity to kind of, like, short but sturdy limbs. Yeah. What was I gonna say? The fact that you know, because we have a lot of pointy-eared characters in the challenge, but between half elf and an actual elf, the proportions between elves and humans are a bit different. I would even call them high elves because of, you know, they have some kind of class honor and just kind of almost say their heads held high, but that's because their general limbs are a bit longer, and you know, they would be described as beautiful, while maybe humans, while they can be beautiful, might be described more as kind of rough around the edges kind of thing, you know. So yeah, this challenge is a little bit of that. The whole, like, how do I represent what I got? And I'm not gonna be like, you know, oh man, you failed the challenge, because there's really no failing or winning or anything like that. But it's a good extra challenge. I feel like I did pretty good with the design of my globie Chronicles design, because none of you needed the title of what kind of character he was. to get it, which just felt pretty nice. Just want to say that I like how you rendered the arm. This one here with the muzzle. Yeah, it's pulling the bowstring. It takes a lot of strength. Thank you. I'm just using my favorite brush. It's my sketch brush, but I use it for rendering Painterly too, because it's got this kind of texture to it. See here, and it has a little bit of like blending touch there too. So that's really my go-to for this whole piece. Essentially, I've just been using my own brush for this. The one challenge I'm gonna add to myself for this thing is that I'm gonna want them to match. Like if I do a mini, I would kind of want the other minis to look good together with them, you know? Which is a challenge in its own right. How do you shade the fabric so well? By making them uneven, I guess. I don't know. This brush has a bit of a texture to it, and I make it unclean on purpose because it kind of brings out the texture. Considering the surface, the glossiness, or the lack thereof, I guess. Thank you, first of all. Thank you if you say that I render it so well. The one thing I like about the Painterly style, like here too, the fluff and stuff like that, it's quite messy when you look at it. See, it's just a lot of like blah 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 blah. But it's because I try, the less I render, the less detail that gets defined, the more your brain fills in for me. I'd rather, instead of working with realism, I'd rather work with something that is convincing and believable. So if I get the lighting done all right to kind of give the shape of everything, then your brain is filling in the rest for me. So thank you. You're doing the work for me. Proportions are a little bit off on the bow, so we're just gonna do this. Yeah, I figured as much, you know. So this needs to actually go down. Right. And now I'm in a predicament. What do I do? Well, I'm just gonna have to paint over stuff. Bowstring is not matching, so I'm just gonna have to do that. And that's fine, because all of these paint over lines just add to the texture. Green is a pretty good color for Ranger archers, mainly because they are meant to be these kind of like... Well, for archers, first of all, big thanks to Robin Hood. arguably a legendary archer. Of green tights of prowess, so to say. Next up, of course, of Hylian prowess. Big thanks to Link, the hero of Hyrule, for also selling the whole kind of ranger vibe. Even though he's a bit of a swordsman and lately does not wear a lot of green, it sure did the groundwork for like the bow and arrow look, you know? Okay, we've got a bit more than half the time left. Let's start kind of doing some other work here too. I'm gonna try what I said before. I'm gonna do this on a new layer because I do not know how it's gonna go, but I'm gonna grab some. I do have some foliage. I don't know how it's gonna do because it's been a while since I drew. It looks a little fake. What else do we got? I know I have a cloud brush somewhere. There you go. No, that's not working. Make it fuzzy. Make it exist first, you can make it better later. Yeah, it's not bad, it's not bad, it's not bad. In fact, I will do a brighter one back with that leaf brush that I had. Just little dabs right there. Alright, sure. Now, the one issue of using a specific textured brush is that it's going to look much more rendered than everything else. So this is just something you got to be careful with. I will commit though and smudge it if I need to. It doesn't always work out, but we tried making the Dark Elise a blue color. I already am considering that. I'm gonna do that with some color. Oh, what happened? Oh no. Oh dang, that's not good. Okay, let me just try restarting the program. My oh, it's working. Okay, man, that's scary. I don't like it when the tracking isn't working. Anyway, how about we take a moment and you guys help me out with just hydrate, because I've been saving without telling you guys to take a sip. Be sure to stay hydrated. It's important. And also, I would like to ask you to help me out and give a +1 to the algorithm, the great owl of YouTube. If you go and just give a thumbs up, it helps a lot. And I would be I really appreciate it. I'm just gonna open my stream. I'm gonna give a thumbs up as well. And if you guys would be so kind to join me. +1, thank you very much. Hello there, Green Sands. This chat looks like a chat. I wonder what it would look like otherwise. Hope everyone's doing alright. Well, yeah, we're doing pretty good. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, everybody. I'm working on my art challenge that I have issued to any artist that is willing to accept it. I have no idea what to call this fella just yet. Today, if I were to make a character today and have to name them, I'm in the mood to naming them something related to food, you know, something that I like, food that I ate or something. Burdock of Tarragon, yeah. See, I believe that, or maybe it's a name he took, but I'm also kind of like, you're born to whatever parents and then you find your calling in life after, unless you are like of a ranger family or something, right? So it would make sense to be named something with the profession, but at the same time, doesn't always have to be, right? I mean, Vilhelm, I love my name. Love the artwork. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Mary. If you can say Vilhelm, that is completely fine. I do allow people to call me Vil, V-I-L, if Vilhelm is tricky to pronounce, because it can be a mouthful. But those are some pretty good suggestions, Mary. Like have something herbal or like plant-based or something. Yeah, Wilhelm's fine. Wilhelm works fine. Thank you. So, all right. Got the strap down, all right. Let's see. More born in a forest area, which would incline you to be more closer to ranger and be more in touch with nature. That is very true. Funny word and finding different languages. That's a pretty good way to. My name already matches the ranger profession, would you say? My surname being of the forest, Vanderbos. Should just take it easy, it's fine. This is a dwarf right now. I'm hosting an art challenge that I'm calling Dungeons and Drawings, based on D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. So if you're an artist and want to partake, you can follow the link that is pinned in chat, and you can generate your own character. So these are the 4 that I oh, sorry. Let's see. You can just generate a character by pausing the video. And I did full randomized ones. So it goes, I got Dwarf Ranger, true neutral, and likes to read. So that's what I'm illustrating right here now. So this is a Dwarven Ranger. Let's see. For half of the names I found also, yeah, Google Translate a funny word. Yeah. If you want them to have some fun or silly or symbolism. I have a bit of a pet peeve with names that are very on the nose. I get that that it is a good way of foreshadowing, but if you know, I guess it's because I know languages, right? That I'm just kind of like, oh goodness, I wonder who the person of darkness is. Could it be the person that's named Shadow in another language? And my girl, all right, nice, okay. Don't worry about the naming bit. We're just talking naming conventions generally. If we have if we like when you make a character in a game or something like that, like what kind of like if you lean onto any kind of naming conventions. I have mine. I'm just curious to hear what everyone else's is. Also, if you're a new chatter on the channel, I would like to request that you take a quick little moment in the video description and catch up on the rules, the channel rules, chat rules, so that we can all just keep the place nice, cozy, and welcoming to anyone. Thank you. Now, I had to, like I already told you guys, I took a moment to think of a name for my bow in the, or like the bow, Rangerville's bow for Globie Chronicles. Super happy with how it turned out, and it's just so fun to add the extra details in. So sometimes it's just working. Sometimes it's just kind of like, yes, okay, I know that I wanted to have something to do with bird, yeah. I had that in a visual novel at some point, but with a character design. There was this mystery villain, but the father of the main character looked super evil and was basically twirling his mustache. Oh my gosh, I wonder who it is. I don't know who Caradoc is. I just straight up drew this last stream. I've never been less surprised. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it, right? That you're kind of like, man, you had all this. You had this kind of setup for something interesting, a nice little plot twist or something, right? But now it's right there. Sometimes I like to do the on the nose names, but then have it be opposite. Yeah, all right, I getcha. It's tricky to name a character because in one way you kind of want them to have something to do with the big reveal, right? So that you can kind of be like, oh, that's what why their name is that, you know? And them just having some generic name just doesn't support it much. It's kind of more fun to have people try to guess it and stuff. Paradog is a pretty cool name. I would say so, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you were saying it gives you the vibes of like it could be Caradoc. Yeah, that's a pretty good good fantasy name, I'd say. It gives me those kind of fantasy names that have that, you know, when people don't have surnames but they have where they're from, like name of place. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I have one of those names too, but yeah. Let's put some, okay, we got 20 minutes to go. I'm gonna kick it up a little bit more. Let's put in some, let's bring some battle music. No. Oh. Got focus. Okay, so these textures here are just a little bit too obvious, so we're just gonna smudge them a little bit. We flock in, and I need to flock in because we're gonna generate a new character next stream. So I have this stream to work on this. Boss battle. Yeah, we're doing locking in. The music isn't too loud, is it? Even though I want the boss music, I don't want it to be like prominent or annoying. How did I get this smudge? It's the same brush. I don't. It's my brush. My brush has a bit of smudging to it, and it's just I've just made my own brush to suit my my style of rendering. Let's go, Igzo. Let's get dangerous. That is not how trees look. They're not so evenly just a stick on the ground. They can be for the most part, but they're a little bit uneven, so we kind of just take a kind of make it a little bit uneven. Take like an eraser and make this line be a little bit less. There you go. There we go. All right. Do I even have my cover? Let's go, cover time. Bit low, I guess. Gotta remind you that there is a solo cover. Yeah. I don't remember what the... There you go. この世界の形に招きれた香り焼けさして調整なんて当たりならない信じられるのは自分だからそりゃそうだろう道は地球を盆上という箱に押し込めて Let's see Can't fully focus if I'm singing too 一度でされたら灰になんて忘れるさ灰になんて教科書って風に乗って流されて眺める優越感を大になんて教科書に載ったらって夢見るのこの世界の形にまだけななっていた見てるようだ Thank you, Nico. It's got it, oh yeah. I'm more in my whispery singing mood right now. We're gonna go back to boss battle after this. Hold on to your tail feathers, Flumies. This is gonna be a bit of a... Oh, where is it? My music is gone. Welp. It's the theme of the challenge, technically. That's what I was needing. I needed the shadow here to be kind of implying the sticking out. Okay, good. That completely fixed it. This really gets really stuck in my brain. I'm sorry. Let's swap it. Let's see. We have some other hectic like boss battle music. Just finish this. We'll put it at the end. We'll put it at the Hutsu Hutsu. For now, I need to lock in. Yeah, let's go, let's go. Plume, take flight. And second strike. Alright, we're gonna get this done. Okay. I want the battle music for Ranger, Vilhelm, Plume to be something like with this kind of vibe. Conjure Barrage. I have done a magma, but that is a members thing. Yesu, we did a members drawing. I might do that again soon again. Mainly because you can never really know who's gonna drop by and what they were gonna do. So yeah. Yeah, that was last week actually. It's funny that you mentioned it. The artwork on the schedule is was done on Magma with all the alchemists, which are the members of the channel. I find that to be a safer environment because as far like Plumies can be very sweet, cute, and caring, and come on, it's fine, this one. But you never know who just join in just to kind of mess with things and draw something else, like, you know. It's I find that to be like a safer choice to do with members, because members they want to be there. People that join in to grief streams and stuff like that, they get their chuckle out of it, you know. They get a chuckle out of it. They get banned, they don't care because they move on to the next stream to grief. Meanwhile, if a member acts out and they get banned, it's not like they get a refund. But just because you pay to be a member doesn't make you immune to any kind of like to do anything that is kind of out of rules and act out against other people, you know. So I feel like just that alone, for me at least, if I were a member, a paying member, then I would kind of want to, you know, be there. First of all, I'm paying to be there, so I want to be there. And second of all, you know, you just want to be there and get along with people. Now, it is true that people can get memberships gifted, and you don't know who those go to and everything like that, but the risk is just a little bit like much lesser. But that said, I don't remember what you need to fill in, or like I think if you go on the join button of the channel, you can opt into, unless you have a brand account for whatever reason, you can opt in to get gifted memberships to the channel. If people are gifting away random memberships, you can get lucky and get a membership there. I'm gonna drink a bit. Yeah, so you might want to check that out. I don't know if it's like depending on if it's on your computer or if it's on your phone or whichever, but if you click the button join, which is to join the membership, the paid membership. I think there might be a choice there because it's not going to automatically charge you or anything. It just kind of gives you the options and tells you about what you get when you join and stuff like that. So it might be good to look into that, so that you can receive gifted members of the memberships of the channel. We have some plumies that generously give some memberships now and then, so you might be you might get lucky with that, you know. Speaking of membership streams, this week we're gonna be doing a Euro Truck Simulator stream, which is kind of like funny. Like if you missed the collab, kind of be like, why are you gonna play Euro Truck? But actually, it was quite cozy driving around, following traffic rules, and you guys can be in the passenger seat and we can just be talking. I'm quite tempted to use the 3DO, like the binaural microphone that I have, and turn it the other way so that it sounds like I'm talking from behind you, like you are as plumies, kind of, you know, sitting on my lap, I guess, or just kind of generally in front of me, because the setup for the Euro Truck that I have shows me from behind, right? So want to give some memberships every art feature stream at the end. Well, that's really nice of you, Mary. Thank you very much. Don't feel obliged, of course, but if that's what you're aiming for, that's super. Like, I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. I wanna thank you. Then I suppose I should say much obliged. Yeah, we gotta figure out the sounds of the setup of like for it all. But yeah, we're gonna go on some European road trips here and there, just driving around the countryside, see where it takes us. I don't have the long distance driver thing in the game, so we just get to see a lot more different cities, but that's a pretty fun one. Three minutes. I do have a little bit more time. I just kind of want to, you know, wanted to aim for something. Because giving a little bit of time pressure kind of locks you in a bit. Now the boots don't look, the boots no matchy. The boots are not matching. See that? There's a lot more fluff in this one. And it's much higher up than the other, so. Baba Hoot Hoot, hello! Baba Hoot Hoot. Baba Yaga. Hello, Fua, how are you doing? At least it's bye-bye and not avastye. We're not being boarded, everybody. For those that don't know, Fua had a little pirating adventure, so. Yeah, so it's all good. So it's okay, Blue Mods. You can take your sniper rifles away. How you doing, Fua? I'm drawing for my art challenge. I'm hosting a Dungeons and Drawings art challenge this month. Or, you know, for whenever anyone wants to do one. Hello, Steffi. A sheep can dream. Sniper rifles. Oh yeah. My Plu mods are very spec ops trained to handle any kind of situations. They're nice, cozy, fluffy, but you know, if needed be, they are very proficient in different methods of tranquilizing and removing objects of disobedience from the chat. Yeah, I took screenshots. Cool, cool, cool. Like any mods on any streams. Yeah. They're little owls, so you don't even hear them coming, you know? You don't mean no, Fua, jeez, no. I'm just saying, don't shoot. No, I told them you're not here. You're not boarding us. You're not pirating. So it's okay. So no worries. Oh, there's the clock. No. 5 minutes to do 10 more lock in, which is fine. As long as the stream is done by half past, all good. I want to draw that now. It's already been drawn, I gotta say. I believe it's been illustrated as well. So by all means, if you want to draw it, you do that too. You know what a plumie looks like, right? One that was on my head. Nah, don't worry, Fua. We're just drawing now. It's a nice, cozy stream. So yeah, this part, like the boots were not matching, so we kind of need to kind of make it match a little bit. Good, Baba. I need to have a more. I guess I need to have more immersion. Not immersion, like more. How to say that? Missing words now. I need to. If I'm gonna be speaking sheepish, I'm gonna be speaking sheeplish. I don't know what it's called. But you kind of need to really put more effort into it. Can't just be ba, you know. It's like that's kind of like it's kind of like this fluff. Is that's not sheeple, is it? Yeah, I should not know. Then again, why can't it be sheep's wool? Dojo character, good job. That's more so the pronunciation. But why couldn't it be sheep's wool? Like, of course it can be. Some sheepies need to be sheared. Stuck with fur color for the catfolk. Do they have tattoos? Because otherwise that should be a cool little addition, you know? Where'd you get it from? I don't know. Like, this is not me. This is not me. Look, do I look like that? No, Rangerville looks different. This is just a Ranger dwarf, right? Rangerville looks different, all right? Salting my sheeple. Fur color for the catfolk. It might be tricky, honestly, but there's also the pattern of it all. The stripes, the patches, you know, you got all kinds of different fur, like, coats on cats too. I'm curious of maybe taking that route myself to kind of look at cat coats and then try to kind of give them a kind of how do you say that? A kind of like existing cat coat, essentially. I'm freaking struggling with this thing right here now. I'm gonna say the leg that's supposed to be like extended can't be doing this. But so I'm not sure how to really bring home the idea that this is a stretched leg. It's looking better already by just kind of tightening it up a bit like this, but a bit of folds maybe, like a bit of like it's proving a challenge. There we go. Oh, no worries, no worries, no worries. This is so tricky. This is the point. This is the time we should look up reference. Okay, let me have a quick look at it. Something. Let's see. Where can I find anything like this? That's not half bad, actually. Alright. So this little dagger thing is kind of messing it up for me. We are gonna, let's see, we're just gonna give it these like folds here. And also this bit right there. Maybe lower the fluff on the top here. Let's kind of fold it this way. Yeah. Kinda, but still not really. I guess these folds are a little bit too long. I like this though. There's like just another thing. It's just another thing that I can learn. But these it needs to fold over. It just has to fold over the boot. That makes a little bit more sense actually. It also makes sense that the clothes are a little bit baggy on a dwarf, right? You know? Sure, you can tailor sew them and stuff, but it's mostly like just adjustments, if anything. All right. I guess that is mostly it. Yeah. With very little time left, we just do like a background layer, and then we just kind of just give him the little island that he's standing on, like so. And then we just touch up the stone a little bit. Those little imperfections. With some highlights a little bit here and there. And some correct. There you go. There's the timer again. Hope it's not too loud for you guys. And yeah, we got the good dwarf here. Leave it at this then. And we generate another character. I see the book is uncolored, but we can come back and touch up a little bit of stuff. I would like to do a color balance adjustment and bring up the all right, we need to wait, we need to photo buttons, color balance, and kind of put the shadow a little bit more into the blue, the halftones I want to bring up a little bit more yellow and red on, if I can. There you go. And the highlights more to yellow. Differences brings out the color a little bit more, see? Dimple, no dimple. Dimple, no dimple. No dimple. Still some extra things that can be done with this, but for now we save and we leave it there. Really like how the character is turning out. I already see there's like freaking tangent right there. I have to deal with. Go away, you silly tangent. Dunzo. Some really nice name suggestions today. Thank you very much, everybody, for that. I'll consider, or I'll think about it, and then see what we decide on. I guess good old leather bound book, yeah. Yes. Save. Get the save note. Get this little save tone. Thank you. And yeah. Hutsu Hutsu. We say Hutsu on the channel instead of Otsu because I am an owl. And Otsu is short for Otsukaresama deshita in Japanese, which means thank you for your hard work, a job well done. And that goes for me and that goes for you. Me for streaming and drawing, you guys for showing up and being absolutely lovely company and watching the stream as well. Thank you so much, always grateful. Thanks to everyone new chatter, anyone else that found their way. Weary travelers that found their way to the Vilhelm Vanderbos channel and stayed a while and listened. I appreciate you. And so, same for the Plumies. Now, tomorrow I am not going to be streaming on my channel. I will be streaming though, because Ambrose and Who Senpai and myself are going to be fighting in Tekken on the Globie main channel as part of the Globie Fest streams. So yeah, look forward to that. I have not practiced any Tekken. I saw Ambrose playing Tekken before and I'm just kind of like, well, Owl is not gonna be winning anything. But I'm still gonna be there and have a lot of fun. Last we played, Who Senpai was definitely at an upper hand against me as well. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. If anything, I want to like be losing a lot in the beginning and then kind of be making my way back as I learn their tricks. You know, that's also really fun. That's entertaining. Hutsu Hutsu. Thanks everybody that's showing interest in the challenge. I really appreciate that. It's really fun. I'm glad the challenge got a very nice, like, fun reception. I believe you can keg. I believe you can upside down keg though. But yeah, that was a fun time on the birthday. No, was it like anniversary stream where we just kind of went fought Ambrose and Tekken. Barrel though, barrel through. I get it. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I believe you can barrel through. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I apologize. I Powell. No, you know what? That's a word. You know what? That ship sailed. But yeah, thank you for the vote of confidence, for the keg of confidence. Let's have a look, see if there's anyone streaming. Dun, 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 dun. And once again, thank you everybody for the well wishes and in reaching my personal milestone of 100 push-ups. That was quite nice. Have you found a pun that stumped even Vil? What's more so the it was more so the fact that I misread it and I just kind of like feel like I didn't do what I should have done. And I'm a disappointment. Okay, I need to get some tea. Let's see what's going on. What's going on? I never trust that this page is showing me what is true and what isn't. So yeah, any suggestions? Is there anyone that's coming up soon? Any streamer? Anyone in Globie? Is a hard time keeping track of that too. Otherwise, we just leave it there. Oh, I see. Why didn't it show me Kohaku? Oh, this is troublesome. Anyway, is he live? He is live. All right. Let's go to Kohaku. Playing story games, playing Yakuza. Kohaku is my brother in Equinox, my gen mate in Globie. We're Gen 2 Equinox. And yeah, Conrena live. Yeah. It wasn't showing me that. I had to go a long way around to discover that. So regardless, let's just go over to Ko. We haven't rated Ko in a while. Redirect. Here we go. We give the full name Ko, of course. Raid message. Hoot Kohaku Hyoma. Dun 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 dun. There you go. We full name in the boy. And yeah, everybody have a nice rest of your evening, day, whichever you might be. And I will see you again tomorrow, but on the Globie main channel. Gotta make sure to post that and so you guys don't miss it. It's gonna be on Globie main. You can go there via my page. And it should be on recommended pages, like Globie official should be there too. So yeah, no way it's ending when I joined. Yes way it's ending when you joined. I'm sorry to say, but you may have rolled that check a little bit. I'm sorry, Lola. Yeah, like I was saying, tomorrow I will be streaming on the Globie main channel. Not one. Yeah, I was quite hooty and chirpy this stream, so that's about to watch, I believe. I kept talking quite a lot. But yeah, we got some good progress done. Next art stream on Saturday, I will roll a new character, and I think I will make it the catfolk one. So then I'll figure out how to draw a cute catfolk of sorts to go with the ranger dwarf. Alrighty. Let me have a quick little look-see. All right, I believe it's all set up. You got the raid message, and I wish you all a nice evening. For now, we say bye bye, bye bye bye, bye 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 bye. Stay lovely, Plumies. I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now, everybody. Bye. Do 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 da. Okay, so last time you rolled for inspiration, and I think it went pretty good. Did you find any extra inspiration? Because if you didn't, there is a sudden art challenge. Another art challenge showed up, and now you have to roll for wait, we already rolled for inspiration. Roll for initiative. The art challenge attacks you. Good afternoon.